The Mona Damon.
Mona Damon, Mona Damon, and I've named you Mona.
So I'm here with two of the Monuments Men.
Monuments Men?
Ich soll ein Team zusammenstellen und versuchen, Gebäude, Brücken und Kunstwerke zu schützen, bevor die Nazis alles zerstören.
Wie viele Männer?
6.
Grundgütiger.
Na, mit dir sind 7.
Oh, viel besser.
And I've heard that you dreamed as a little boy to make a war movie. Why is this war movie a little bit different than maybe the one you expected to do?
Well, because of the age of the character that I'm playing. At my age, I could never be in the military unless I was a general, and that's not going to happen.
Sind wir nicht ein bisschen alt dafür?
Ja. Wir machen die Ausbildung und warten auf Befehle.
Oh Mann.
Ich komme gleich.
Yeah, the beginning of the movie reminds me of like Ocean's 11, and then it turns, of course, to other kind of movie.
Right.
How would you describe it?
Yeah, I would say it's like a heist movie and a war movie kind of, you know, built into one. You know, it's not one or the other, which I really like about it. It's a different kind of feeling movie than you normally see.
Unser Auftrag lautet Auffinden und Sichern von über 5 Millionen gestohlenen Kunstgegenständen.
Das Modell seines geplanten Führermuseums. Es wäre eines der größten der Welt.
Dafür braucht man viele Kunstwerke. Darum hat Hitler Paris nicht bombardiert.
Ja, aber London.
Ja, ich weiß.
You have a little speech in the movie where you say you're happy to be one of the Monuments Men. Is it Jean Dujardin speaking or is it your character?
C'est très intéressant parce que c'est
This is a very interesting question because it's exactly the thing that we're talking about. Thanks to this, I was the little Frenchman of the story, of course, and I was also the little Frenchman on the set. I was very proud of being able to be in a film together with these major American and English actors. So I was in this kind of situation where I felt very pleasant and at the same time a bit intimidated. Jean Dujardin, or whether I was Jean-Claude Clermont, I did not know. I was a mix of both.
So, and how good or how bad is your French, and especially the French of Matt Damon?
My French is non-existent, and Matt's shouldn't be existent.
J'espérais avoir une chance de vous parler d'art. L'art dérobé.
Je sais qui vous êtes.
Alors, vous savez que j'aimerais aider.
J'en sais rien. Und hören Sie auf, Französisch zu reden. Oder was das für eine Sprache ist.
How is it to work with George, who's your friend? Do you sometimes argue and then you like, okay, let's have some coffee, and then it's the way he sees it or the way you see it?
No, I never disagreed with his perspective on this one. I think it's easier working with somebody who's your friend. Like I know just from writing a script with Ben and, you know, writing another one with John Krasinski. It's great if you can cut out all of that diplomacy that just kind of takes up time. You know, when you
get to the point.
Yeah, and with a friend you just go like, this sucks, or do this better, or do it faster, or whatever, and you know, it makes the whole thing a lot easier.
Was ist los?
Ich glaube, ich bin auf eine Landmine getreten.
Warum machst du sowas?
Was ist los?
Unser Lieutenant hier ist wohl auf eine scharfe Landmine getreten.
Warum machst du sowas?
Ihr verbringt offensichtlich zu viel Zeit miteinander.
You once said after a movie with Robert De Niro that you become a better actor. Acting with all this comedian, are you like now funnier?
I don't know. I mean, Bill Murray and John Goodman are two of the funnier guys that I've met in my life. So I don't know. Maybe some of that rubbed off on me. I hope so.
So did you sometimes think how funny ways are that you're now here in Berlin?
Walking the city is fascinating anyway. There was so much destroyed. It's fascinating to go out and look at the things that weren't bombed, that weren't destroyed by bombs. And to think of the history of the city that is so old and yet so new, and that since 1989, so new again. And it's under constant construction. Plus, when we were shooting in the Mitte, they found an unexploded piece of Russian ordnance, a bomb that was dropped, that they had to clear everybody out and fetch it. It probably didn't work anyway. So,
do you know any war story? I don't know, your dad or your granddad, or I don't know, someone you know?
Yeah, actually, my dad's uncle, my great uncle, was one of the people who liberated Paris, and he was a colonel, and in fact, the last letter that we got from him was my family got from him was talked about going through the streets of Paris and women handing babies up to him to kiss because they just were so grateful that they were there, and then he was killed by a sniper less than a week later. So, but that was the last letter that he wrote home, talked about how great he felt. So when I was shooting these scenes, we were here in Berlin, but it was supposed to be, you know, it was supposed to be Paris. So I thought about that a lot.
I have, of course, you are one of the monuments man, and I would like that you save some pictures. It's this one. I think you should keep it. Maybe if you know it. It's a classic right away. I think you should. They actually look kind of Jean Dujardin and Jean Goodman, but this one is the most beautiful girl I've ever seen. I hope one of the you as a monument man can save it. Do you know a name? Maybe what could it be? What the name could be of this beautiful?
It's the Mona Lisa.
The Mona Lisa.
Mona Lisa.
Or Mona Damon.
The Mona Damon.
Do you recognize? It's Mona Damon, glaube ich. Mona Damon.
Mona Damon, Mona Damon,
and this is, oh wow, this is me. You should save that too. Well, where is it, the other guy? This is, by the way, so please, if you could save something from the current in Germany, this is not Jimmy Kimmel, this is Kaya Jana, funniest German-Turkish guy. So please,
I will risk my life to save that one.
Okay, so I give you this.
Perfect.
And of course, this beautiful picture.
Oh, that's frightening. That's the scariest one.
Thank you very much.
All right, man, thanks.